We're going to be performing a hip external rotation sequence using a stick mobility stick, a broomstick, a dowel, a PVC pipe, whatever you've got handy that would mimic this stick mobility stick. Just for comfort's sake, I would recommend doing this with shoes on. I'm demonstrating barefoot. It's fine. It's a little uncomfortable barefoot, but I'm just going to tough it out. So if you need comfort, wear shoes. You have to hook the dowel rod around the outside of your foot and the inside of your knee. So it's kind of coming across at this angle. Then you angle it in such a way that it stays when you're pressing into external rotation this way. So it's got sort of a downward slope to it. It is not a ton of pressure on my arm. I'm not actually cranking it out. I'm finding my external rotation end range where there's still a fair bit of wiggle. So we're gonna hang out here in this stretch for a minute, followed by pails and rails, followed by some eccentrics, and then finishing out with some capsule cars. So go ahead and get in this position, and we're gonna hang for a minute in your stretch. In 3, 2, 1, and begin your stretch. So while you're here, it's important to make note of the angle of your knee over top of your hip. Lots of people want to flare their knee out, but you really want to make sure that your femur is vertical and your knee is coming directly up out of the hip. You will feel a deepened stretch across the outside of your hip, especially if you even adduct or come across your midline just a little bit. So this is a far better position than having the knee way out. So just stay here. For our pails and rails, pails, you're going to be pushing your foot out into the dowel rod or whatever you're using. So you're trying to internally rotate. Rails, you're going to try and pull your foot further up towards you. And we're going to hold each one of those for 30 seconds. You've got about 8 seconds left before you have to do any pushing, but get yourself ready. In 3, 2, 1, and push. So you got 30 seconds of pushing, followed immediately by 30 seconds of pulling. Push, push, push. So you should be pushing your foot out into the stick, trying to go into internal rotation. Your femur should not have moved. Push. 12 seconds left. Get ready to switch, but give it your all. Push, push, push. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pull. So try to pull your foot even up further towards your torso as hard as you possibly can. You're relieving some of the pressure from your foot on the stick. Hey, Boris, my lover boo. 15 seconds, keep pulling, keep pulling. Remember, your femur should not have moved. You're sitting right where you were in the very beginning. 8, 7, your groin stuff should be burning. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So we're gonna move into our eccentrics. What that means, you're gonna back out of your end range towards neutral here. Once you, if you may need to reposition, if you do, go ahead. You're gonna back out towards neutral. You are then gonna press out with your foot into the dowel rod and overcome the power of your hip with your arms pressing back into external rotation again. So we're gonna do 10 of those on about a 5 count. As I reposition again, I'm coming towards neutral, press out. Here we go for number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Go back to neutral again. So we're doing 10 of these. Press out with your foot and overcome. 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to neutral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 3. And overcome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 4. Overcome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. Overcome again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7. We're almost there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 8. 2 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 9. Last one. Push that foot out. All you got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is 10. You can ditch your stick, rod, whatever. We've got 1 minute of capsule cars. So you're going to go external, internal, and find your end range, and then fight for a little bit more for 1 minute. Get ready and go. So external, find your end, fight for a little more, all the way around into internal. And we're just gonna wiggle wobble, tick-tock, back and forth for 1 minute. 45 seconds left. Keep going. Don't half-ass this part. Find your end range, fight for just a little bit more, even if it's a half a degree of range of motion. Fight for it. Get those muscles working. 30 seconds left. My groin is screaming. My inner thighs. 22. Internal and external. Internal and external. Nice. There's 8 seconds remaining. Internal, external, 2, and 1. That was our hip external rotation sequence using a stick mobility stick or dowel rod.